Hi guys. Hi guys. Hello. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you've been here, thank you guys so much. My name is Sarah Wells. I'm a Port Harcourt-based photographer and the lead photographer at Photobell Studios. Today we're filming a new episode of How I Started versus How It's Going, and I have a very special guest in my house. His name is Favor. Favor, please introduce yourself.
You've done the introduction already. My name is Favor Ogo Tunji. I'm lead photographer at Kode Blacc Studio in Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
Right.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want to hear what we have to talk about today, keep watching. Okay, welcome back, guys. So, Favor,
Yeah.
you're like 10 feet tall, right?
I'm actually 6 feet 1.
Are you serious?
Last
You
time I
look
checked.
super huge.
Yeah. Every day so.
So, I'm sure you intimidate other photographers when you go out for events.
Yeah, but other big days.
They're bigger ones.
Bigger ones, so I'm telling you. Bigger ones I've seen.
Anyway, so tell us about your journey. Why did you start photography?
Photography, for me, it just happened like.
Okay.
I think it happened out of like spontaneity because like it was not something I was planning to do at all. So
Okay.
I actually wanted to be a tech guy,
Oh, okay.
design software or open systems, couple them back. Basically, that's what I wanted to do.
You have that skill.
Yeah, I kind of do because before I got into school, as university, I actually did like a training at one of my cousin's office,
Okay.
IT office in Bury.
Right.
So I learned it, but then I got to school and it didn't happen. Came out of school and photography just came.
So what course did you study in school?
I studied physics.
Oh, I studied biology.
Nigeria.
Going to school now. Anyways, we're doing something totally unrelated. Yeah. But do you think physics has played any role in your life correctly? Like your knowledge in physics?
Not the knowledge.
I doubt it.
No, not the knowledge per se, but the experience.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, so how did you get into photography?
Okay,
When did you start?
So I usually tell people that I started doing photography in 2019, but that's not like when I started it. So I actually interned at a photo studio 2017 after I had graduated from school. So I graduated and African parents now. What's your plan for the future? My dad would wake me up 2 a.m. Tell me, there's this particular line he used to say, you see your future is in your hands.
Right.
From sleep. From sleep. So I wanted to leave the house. So I looked for stuff that I could do before I could go for youth service. So I was like, okay, let me just do photography.
Okay.
So that's how it just started for me, 2017.
So you went to do an internship?
Yes, I did.
For how long?
I think for 3 months, from October 1st to December.
And you were able to learn some things within
Yeah.
the interest in it?
The thing is, when I started to now intern there in 2017, so I now started to meet up some amazing people that were doing smartphone photography.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay.
So I had friends on Facebook, in US especially, that were doing mad photography with their smartphone.
Okay.
So I was like, this thing is nice. So I had this small phone, HTC, that I used to use that time. So as soon as my boss teaches me at the studio, I'll take the phone because the phone that I had this professional mode where you see shutter speed and everything.
Oh, wow.
So I learned it by myself.
So you started taking pictures. You started off with your phone.
Smartphone photography. Yes, I did it from 2017 to 2018.
For a whole year. So you guys hearing people that say you like photography, and I'm wanting to buy a camera. He started with his phone. Anyway, so tell us how you progressed to becoming the Kode Blacc.
Okay, so the thing is, when I was still an intern there for 3 months I was there. Me knowing that I was going to do photography professionally, I was forward. So I started to think of brand names. I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do this stuff professionally, I had to create a brand name. So I tried some first two that did not come out well. They were like, So
Very
they are very weird. So when I said training here, so I was like, okay, I said fancying being a painter. I started being a painter like to actually own a painting company. So I came up with a brand name that would have saved for a paint company and photography. So I had this one, I did Color House.
Right.
I'm like, Color House? What's Color House? Then I did another one like King Pixel. I'm like, what try this King Pixel again now? So I was just in my room one night and I was like, okay, let me just the next name I was going to choose that would like be my final brand name. So I was like, okay. I looked at my skin. I was pretty black. Then my surname Otunji, it means like black man in English. Yeah. So I was like, okay, there's black. What would you add to black that will make it sweet? I was like thinking.
And the name is really cool.
Yeah.
Black is very cool.
So I was like, okay, let me add a prefix or a suffix I'll make it. I was like, okay, Kode Blacc. And it sounded so nice in my ear. So when I got Kode Blacc, the decision would now be between using my real name, which is Favor, and using Kode Blacc. I didn't want to use Favor because when I typed in my name, she was like, your name is a feminine name. Like, I beg. So that's what people say. Anybody I tell my name, so they're like, why are you answering the woman's name? I tell them it's unisex. So I was like, I did a poll on WhatsApp, Kode Blacc or my real name, and everybody chose it. Like 100% chose Kode Blacc.
Kode Blacc is very cool.
So that's how I got brand name in 2017. So how I progressed. So after I had trained, by 2018 I had to go for youth service. I'd gotten this small DSLR, entry-level DSLR, Nikon D3300.
Okay.
So I did not use it safe. So it was until I think around 2018 I started doing it. I had gone to service in Rio. So around July, so I started now to link up with those my friends that were doing smartphone photography that I saw. So that's how I started to like just get into it. I was not enjoying it basically, so started doing it. Then I met the guys. They were really good too with colors and all.
So at what point did you start making money?
2019.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why you normally see
2019 because then even while I was still serving and I was still like just then I was just creating. I'll just call my guys, come let's go and shoot anything. But then after I passed out from youth service, I was like, guy, what do you want to now do with your life? So I was like, okay, I had already honed the photography skill to a point where it could earn me money. Right. So instead of looking, I knew I was not going to work for anybody. Basically, I didn't want to seek for a job. Right. So either I was going to start learning software development again, or I just face the one I already has. I was like, okay, photography. That's when I started putting myself out for business.
So basically, from what he's saying, you're saying you honed your skills for like 2 years, from 2017 to 2019.
Exactly.
You were basically just getting better.
Yes.
So it's not something you just start overnight and then you start making money overnight. I get to meet students that they just want to do the 1 month training or 2 months training and start making a lot of money. And why is my picture not like your own picture? It can't be just like my picture overnight. You need to spend time learning, practicing, failing, and practicing over and over again. Yeah. So when you now started making money, what was the progress like? I know like when I started it was more like 5K, 2K, anything at all.
Exactly.
You know?
The thing is, what you're saying is like how it started for me. So in 2019, I moved, like the person that trained me is like the person I stay with currently, like we share the same space. Okay. So I moved here.
Is he a photographer?
Yeah, he's a photographer.
What's his name?
It's Best John Studios, BJ Studios. You can check it out on Instagram. So I moved here and even that 2019 I moved to Port Harcourt from Asaba. That's where I was born and bred, Asaba, Delta State. Mm-hmm. So when I moved here, I did not get client. Port Harcourt showed me shaky. So I did not know what to do. Right. I was lost because then I only knew I had like the photography skill. I didn't know how to enter the business. I didn't know how to do the business. So, but I was lucky that my boss that we relocated to Port Harcourt together, he already owns the business. He has his working studio in Asaba.
Okay.
Right, so he was the one that was not directing me. So okay,
Business
do put yourself on Instagram, run ads and all like that. Still, so but then there's few ones that will come. You know, the one that charge you now. Nobody knows you in this town. Nothing. So you see 5K. You collect. You
Just
see,
collect.
if you see. At one point, it was like the draw was so much that I even had to start telling people, "Come, I'll shoot you. Come out." I'm telling you, this Port
Yeah.
come, I'll shoot you. So
Just to get your name out there.
yeah, exactly.
I think there's something important to just mention. There was a place of a mentor in your life,
Yes.
and when you started, he was instrumental to your progress.
Yes.
I think it's also very important for people that are starting out photography to find someone that can mentor you. Submit yourself to the person.
Yes.
Just bring yourself down to that person, and I think it will save you some mistakes and some headaches. So, yeah. So go on with your story.
So started shooting the 5K, but then I realized that okay, quality of life here in Port Harcourt was different from Asaba. If you were charging 5,000 naira for shoots in Asaba, you could actually try exactly you get. But then I realized the cost of transportation, even the house rent, food and everything. So I knew that okay, guy, you had to like step up. So while I was still trying to improve on my skills, I was now finding more ways to like actually put myself out there and get people to know me. So then did 5K. By 2020, Corona came. I did not shoot. I didn't really shoot like the first half of 2020. So it was until like June 2020 I started shooting 10,000 naira safe for sections. Then I got to December. I was like, no, guy, you have to like scrap everything that you have been doing. But by that time, I don't know how. I'm a Christian, so I like to involve God in my things. So
I totally agree.
I don't know how God did it, but it was like towards the end of 2020, I had so much like frequency of jobs that I was like, where did it come out from? Because to be honest, at one point in 2020, I was almost giving up because I was like, I was not doubting myself, like, guys, this thing you really what you want to do, just before it's too late now, start trying something else that you want to do. But then God just showed up for me, December 2020, I had wedding jobs and everything, so I was like, guy, you're okay, just step up and wherever you would get better.
So would you say photography has been good to you?
It has been very good to me. Very, very good. Very, very good. I won't lie. I'm good.
That's amazing. 2020 was a great year it was a turbulent year and it was somehow a great year.
Yeah.
Towards the end of 2020, people couldn't celebrate their like for us that do birthday shoots and portraits, a lot of people couldn't throw like the big parties. So they needed photographers that could take portraits and stuff. So I feel like that 2020 was one year that, especially towards the latter part of the year, we had like lots of clients that were willing to pay for like high packages and all. So yeah, I think the place of God is really, really important. So you mentioned that the place of God is important in your life. Can you share the God part of your story? Can you just tell us a little bit about how you feel God has helped you in your journey?
Well, the thing is, you're just there, and like for me, there are some months where it would seem as though okay, guy, nothing is coming, nothing is happening, and you're like, God, what's happening now? Show up for your boy, and out of nowhere you just have like. The way it happens for me is that okay, I might stay a whole month and I might just do one shoot that will cover the fact that I didn't do shoots throughout. It happens like that.
Just give you that.
I'm telling you, I'm like, no, this is you. When it happens, you know that this is not natural. This is because when it happens after like you've stayed and like you just tell God, what's happening this month now?
I think photography has helped me to trust God better. Like when you're planning and thinking, okay, I have to shoot this number of shoots in a month to hit this amount. God might just be looking at you, they're planning your own, and then it might just look like, oh, this period, there's nothing happening for 2 weeks, you've not done any shoots. And then one client really can just come and sort out the dues for the 2 weeks that you've lost out on. So this has been an interesting interview so far. So if someone is starting out photography or someone has interest in photography, what can you say to encourage that person? Like what advice can you give that person?
I feel like if you're under a mentor, like you said, like I did, I feel just the first thing is be humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, be humble to your mentor. Like there's no way I would do a photography related interview that I will not make mention of my boss. It's been very, 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 very instrumental to my success. Till now, like gives me direction like okay, do it like this, do it like that. You get, so I'd say be humble and don't try to rush the process.
Yeah, true.
Don't try to like when you're on Instagram, when you go on Instagram and you're seeing social media has pressure.
Tell me
Serious pressure. When I was still when I in 2019 when I was like okay I wanted to do this thing professionally, I'll go on Instagram. Sometimes like some period I'll just decide not to even enter Instagram again because I felt so much pressure. I was like okay, other guys were doing stuff. They were like you see guys, photographers are balling, shooting top clients and everything. You feel like oh it's not coming for you, and you start feeling depressed or frustrated. Like probably you made the wrong career choice. So I'll say be patient with the process. Don't rush it.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you're deliberate about what you want to do, it will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen. You can start today and you blow today. There's really no standard to it. There's no standard to it. You can start now. It might take years before you just emerge. It might start now. It might take 6 months. Might take 3 months, and you just emerge. The thing is, be deliberate about what you're doing. Be consistent. Know that okay, this is what I want to get out of this career. This is what I want to do, and always involve God in whatever you're doing. Basically, then I think that's pretty much it for an advice to people that want to start photography.
Thank you so much for coming.
Alright.
I'm just meeting Favor for the first time today, and he's such an amazing person. We've spoken a couple of. Have we spoken? We've chatted. Chatted a couple of times too. Thank you so much for honoring my invitation and for coming to the studio today. I appreciate you so much. And you guys should please follow him on Instagram. Yeah. I'm going to share his handle in the description box down below. And yeah, please show him some love.
Please show me love.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like this video, share it with a thumbs up. Have an amazing day, guys.